Welcome back. Phase one is done. We got the cleanup out of the way, thank God. Now it's time to put things together. We got the 3D printing desk. That's going to be the next task. We are going to anchor it to the wall. We are also going to pull the bench, my workbench, gunsmithing bench, out of the backyard. It's been there for 5 years or so. It's been covered. I'm a little worried of how it's going to be, but we're going to check it out because along this wall, we're going to have the 3D printing bench, the gunsmithing bench. I'm not exactly sure which one I want to put where, but first we got to move this stuff out of the way. We got to make room. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way for now. So we have this wall clear. Put this together, decide how we're going to anchor it. I have a few ideas, but we'll get to that later. And as for now, let's just get this stuff out of the way and get working. Check back in. Okay, let's go ahead, open this box, see what we got. It looks a lot smaller than I initially anticipated because we got a pretty big 3D printing machine, as you can see back there. Like, that box looks bigger than this box. Though I did look at the dimensions again, and I'll put it up here so you guys could see what it looks like. It will fit dimensionally, and the idea I have for bolting it to the wall should add a little bit more in depth, though it should fit the way it is. But we'll go ahead and check it out and see what we end up doing. So we might have to work with what we got. All right, let's open this box up. Well, I can tell you one thing, shipping this back would be a nightmare. Nope, this is gonna be a doozy. Stupid mosquitoes. Well, that's small, but we're gonna have to make it work, I guess. Let's get it done. Horrible instructions. Now it's time to go ahead and attach this to the tabletop. So we're going to lay the tabletop flat on the ground, flip this over, and bolt it on. Yeah, so this tabletop's also not as thick as I anticipated initially. So throws a tad bit of a wrench into the plan I have to bolt it against the wall. But of course we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. All right. Okay, now it looks like it's time to work on the drawer. Are you kidding me? That's ghetto. You guys ready for this? Yes, they want us to bend these up. What the heck? Ghetto. I mean, I've worked on sheet metal in my life, but not perforated sheet metal. Somewhat square. Bruh. Bruh. Bent these the opposite way. Companies, don't do this. This is ghetto, bro. Like, you can barely open the drawer. You can barely open the drawer without shaking this or moving it. Okay, well, that's it built. Okay, so here's the desk now, fully built. It looks nice, but we do have a plan to mount this to the wall because knowing the inertia that this machine will create by thrashing back and forth, and the weight it has. And it also has these special feet on it that have the machine actually move, and it's always in motion and shaking. So it does have something called input shaping. What input shaping is, when the machine does the calibration, it actually takes the shaking into account of the machine to remove that vibration in your work, in your print. So the reason, even though it has that input shaping and most likely could compensate for the wobbliness of the desk, like why should we add that extra shaking into the equation when we can have it just compensate for the machine shaking and not the added table? This would most likely bring our prints to a more precise and, well, I think it would be precise either way, but it will be more, the finish will look better in my opinion. All right, so we got a little bad news. The gunsmithing bench isn't what we expected. It did get beat up from the weather over the years. Let's take a look at the bench real quick. So as you can see here, it's warped, peeling. The top is my work over the years. You can see here, there's some mold, and you'll see the other side's even worse. If you look here, you see cracking, completely warped, splitting, mold as well. I did spray it down with some bleach, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. So the frame is in great shape. It's in perfect condition. So I went ahead, when I went to the hardware store, I saw that they had this big spruce piece of wood tabletop. I am going to go ahead and probably poly it, maybe some wipe on poly, and then we're going to route and clean the edges, give it, because these are perfectly sharp edges. So we're going to use a round over bit, round it over, clean it up. I don't know if I'll just pattern cut around the corners, or I'll just use the round over bit and just keep it all clean. But here's the plan for the 3D printed desk, okay? So my plan is, in the back of here, you got about 2 inches. I was going to get a 2x4, which is that one up there. Cut it the length of this roughly, maybe end at the edge right here. Have it stick out, lay it flat, have it stick out roughly about that much, all the way across. Have against the stud a 2x4 mounted against the wall here, and that one slides right over and you screw down in the 2x4. That leaves a small little trough between the wall. It will not shake, that's for sure. Trough, and in that trough I'm going to have a power strip that goes across here so we can plug in the 3 AMSs, the H2C, and whatever else we're going to have on this table. So that's the plan for mounting it against the wall. I guess the specs online were wrong. Thank God. This is 2.5 feet. Monies. Perfect. Sometimes things work out. Unlike this flimsy desk. I didn't say it. You know the rule, measure twice, cut once. We need 2 3-foot pieces. Money every time. Use a speed square. So we went ahead and cut the 2 pieces we need. The issue is I can't find my countersink bit, so I'm going to wait on that, get the studs. I'm guessing I'm going to put this after the... Let me bring the bench in here. I might as well get that out of the way. I'll bring it in for now because I can't leave it out overnight. All right, so I'm guessing this is where things are going to live. The issue here is The shop's looking way smaller. And I'm thinking about how I will be recording stuff in the future and how it's going to look with this up high, this low, and the 3D printer is going to be here, camera. My desk is going to be behind this. But what I'm saying is it's really not long. Okay, so it's 10 feet wide. And if we're taking 2.5 feet with the desk, that's 7.5 feet. Plus the other desk is probably going to be 2 feet deep. So you're not left with much, maybe 5 feet in between. So we got to get creative. All right, so the 2x4s are cut. One's going to go on the back side. And then this will be on the wall, mounted like this. Then this will just skate over it like that. And you bolt it down, and that should keep it fairly stable. We'll check it out. We can locate the studs now, but then we probably got to anchor it to this desk first. That's a stud. The little trick I like to use is if I feel I found a stud, which I feel I found one right here, I use a really strong magnet and I look, it should stick to the screws. So if you go down, boom. So now we know this is the center stud that they use to anchor these drywalls. So now we know we got one stud. There you go. Here. There. So we can mark those. So now we know we found our three studs. This should span over those three. And that looks like it'll work out perfect. All right, so that's pretty much how it's going to go. Now we'll drill in some pilot holes, countersink a few, and get them mounted. Okay, so it came out looking good. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay, here we go. We can see they came out nice and flush, clean. So here you see is where we lined up the studs earlier. Use the magnet. As you can see there, it caught one of the drywall screws. And so now we'll push it against the wall. Make sure the desk is as level as possible. And then line up the other 2x4 under it so we can see exactly where it meets and then bolt it to the wall. So, in case you guys are wondering, that's the idea. This will be bolted to the wall, and hopefully that'll keep it stable. Hopefully. Now I'm having my doubts, but we'll see. Hey, it's going to be better than nothing, I guess. Let's see how this works out. That's solid, baby. Let's freaking almost broke that shoe. It's so cheap. I'm a big guy. You guys can tell. It ain't moving. That's a wrap. It worked out better than well, I was hoping it worked out this way, but I started having doubts. I mean, this thing is sturdy. I don't think the H2C is going to shake it at all. It's solid. It's solid enough. And that's it. So our plan is build the shop with the shop. So as we go on, we add something to the shop. We're going to use that to build something else. So next we'll be getting the 3D printer finally unboxed. I don't know if you guys want to see that on camera. It's been done a million times for the H2C. But I will unbox it probably on camera. And if we need to record it, if it drops in some B-roll down the road or some shorts, we can do that. Get it on here. The next project, we're going to hit the gunsmithing bench, change the top on there because it's warped and messed up. Route it, print out some templates for the corners so we can route the corners and go from there. It's alive. It's alive.